When I first started making music, I only wanted to create art. I didn't think there was a way outside of expressing myself besides making music or through music. And after maturing more, I found out that there's more to me than just making records. Yeah, my passion will always be music, but there's more to who I am. So this is Behind the Music.
When it's like, what type of conversation are you having about yourself? Because it's like, it's easy to talk down on yourself and say all these negative things about yourself when things aren't going your way. But when those things aren't going your way, how are you speaking on yourself? Like, for real. Because it's like, I'm not perfect. You know, I've said some negative things about myself, and then I end up retracing my steps like, no, this ain't who I am. So it's like that constant balance of like, okay, you can have criticism over yourself, but you don't have to destroy yourself. You know what I mean? It's like, break yourself down, understand what you're going through, but at the same time, you don't have to destroy yourself in a negative way just to build yourself up. You know what I mean? It's like, now, one of the video that I just recorded recently, it was me in the studio recording, and so after finishing the session, I sat there for, I don't know, maybe a couple of hours, and ultimately I ended up like I started crying. You know what I mean? And it was like, emotionally, I didn't feel as if I was ready for what was happening. But it was like trying to figure out, I don't know how to say it. When you are trying to understand what your purpose is in this world, you're gonna find yourself questioning like what it really is. Even when you understand that you are working and you're putting out positivity and you're not really trying to consume your space with negativity, you will catch yourself like going into this space or this mind state of like, okay, am I really doing enough? Is it even worth it? And you know, that's what broke me down, like, because I don't know what I'm working on 100% because I'm still seeing so many changes happening right in front of me. I can't really fathom every move that's happening. It's like, I don't know. It's like, ultimately, I'm still trying to trust the process of my growth and my evolution, because it's like, when you're really working on yourself and you're trying to better yourself in a positive manner, it's like it's a lonely ride, for real. Like, it's not gonna be so many people around you, you're not gonna hear so much noise. It's like the only person that you're staring at is the one in the mirror. You know what I mean? It's like the man in the mirror is your biggest critic. It's like you're constantly judging yourself. You're constantly valuing, you looking at yourself and you're determining your own value. And it's like, that's just been my biggest competition in recent time, is myself. It's like who I was yesterday, I'm trying to be better than who I was yesterday today, and then to who I am today, I'm trying to be better than who I am today tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's like I'm constantly pushing myself and testing myself. And it's like sometimes I get emotional in the process of it. Sometimes I feel discouraged because who I was yesterday it feels like it was better than who I am today. So it's like, I'm just trying to decipher between these thoughts and these emotions at the same time, while not destroying myself with negative words in a negative manner. You know what I mean? It's just like, I want to accept my reality for what it is. I just can't be afraid to accept the self-criticism and self-judgment, because a lot of people gonna hate you on your journey. You feel me? And it's people that's gonna watch you from a distance. They never show support, say anything about it, but they watching. You know what I mean?
You get what I'm saying? And so I found a lot of my life not wanting to do stuff just for the fear of losing. Even if you get bound, it could be as small as, dang, I didn't do right. Well, I guess, okay, I lost it. What did I learn from it? Okay, let's try this next time. That kind of stuff. But growing up for so many years, that scarred me for so long that I brought it to us, to a point where that's why I say I analyze stuff now. Even when I'm trying not to, I'm like, okay, I know it's okay. But that's why, that was my reason for going to school wasn't to get an education. I know that sounds crazy, but it was to show me that I could do something that I feared the most, and that was to try to better myself.
In all honesty though, you really just gotta make it work. I mean, even with all your vices and everything you've experienced, man, you gotta really make it work. Use whatever you went through to make you stronger. It's like, that's how I got to this point. I mean, look, I'm normal. I'm just like you, man. You feel me? Be great, man. Just be great. It's like a lot of people gonna doubt you on your journey, on your growth and your progression. They like, oh, he ain't doing nothing. He ain't making no noise. Make noise for yourself. You know what I mean? It's like at the end of the day, you are the orchestrator of your life. Trust me, God gave you this life. God gave you this life to make something of it. You make your choice.
Copycats, duplicating, fabricating everything they talk about. Now they blowing up my line, asking can I call them out? I would, but I'm on a quest to elevate it spiritually and mentally to a higher me. That's why I'm stepping out the basement, always on the move, never bigger place. And even though I don't care about the money in the matrix, I'm just
for real, you just gotta try, man. You just gotta try, push your limits to the point where it doesn't even feel real. Because by the time, it's like, look, set your limits so high to the point where the sky ain't even the limit no more. You are the limit. You feel me? Like, be limitless. It's like, I'm trying to be ambidextrous of what I do. I'm trying to step in my life the way I need to. Because I can't be like this person, I can't be like that person. I can only be me at the end of the day. Simple as that. You just gotta keep trying, man. You just gotta keep trying. Don't give up. Nah, for real though. You just gotta step in your bag, and I'm not talking about from not only just talking about from a financial standpoint. It's like, abundance is more than money, man. It's like, you gotta find that internal wealth. Like, you could have $1 million right now, but if you don't know who you are inside, that money don't mean nothing. You feel me? And then money is just a resource. It's how you use it at the end of the day. Be yourself in the process of trying to discover yourself, because it's easy to fall to what somebody else is doing or comparison. Because one thing I've always noticed in my life is that comparison is the killer of joy. And it's like comparing yourself to somebody else is simply destroying your authenticity. So just be yourself, man. Simple as that. Alright, back to working out. Also, learn how to raise your vibrations, or your vibration per se, because the more you vibrate in this world, you are becoming your own person. It's like constantly find ways to elevate your frequency, because it's easy to succumb to or to fall towards negative vibrations, people, things of that nature. But you really got to elevate your frequency and push your mind to a different level. It's like step in your bag. That's the real bag. When you learn how to elevate your frequency, the people that is around you, they're gonna start coming towards you. And what I mean by that is you start attracting the right people. So elevating your frequency ultimately attracts the right people in your life. But as long as you're living in this mind state or this low frequency, you're never going to attract the right people for your life. And that's one thing I had to realize for myself, is that once I started elevating my frequency and my vibrations, a lot of people that I used to kick it with, we barely even talk, or we don't even talk at all. Simple as that. Just make sure that you're being authentic. Don't become no egocentric or somebody that is trying to prove a point. Be yourself, raise your frequency, raise your vibrations, and let's go, you know? I got one more set of the dips, and then I'm gonna wrap it up for the night. But I just want to close it out right now. Is pretty much just to end it off on a great note, is learn to love yourself as best as possible. I'm not saying that you got to be perfect, more so appreciate yourself, appreciate the things that God has given you, appreciate those little things, because those little things are just as big as those big things out here, you feel me? So appreciate the things that you take for granted, appreciate the support, the love that you get from people, because at some point it's all gonna end, you feel me? And so just make sure you just appreciate the small things, appreciate life, you know what I mean? Because life is already hard enough, and if you can't appreciate the things that you got right now, you will not be appreciative of things that God has planned for you. So take time, meditate, read books, open your mind, break out of the matrix mindset, because people are trapped in that. You need to rise above what the system has set for us, you feel me? And so just to close everything out, I want y'all to have a great night, day. Whenever y'all seeing this, you know, it's always love and energy that I'm giving to y'all through this GoPro, you feel me? But I catch y'all on the flip. Peace.